He has a receiver looking for Kitchen. The ball hangs up. Kitchen makes the catch. Stays on his feet. Touchdown. Waits for it. Catches it at the 40-yard line and brought down. Wide open receiver, Singleton. He brings it in. He'll take it the distance. Crosses the 20. He'll walk into the end zone. Eagles strike first. They're on top 6-0.
Welcome to KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights, the A.J. Doman Automotive Family Game of the Week. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve, on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Labco Manufacturing, feel safe, work smart, look good with Labco FR, www.labco.com. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948, wishes all our local teams good luck. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late, delivery through DoorDash. MC Bank, sharing the hometown spirit since 1955. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City, proud supporter of high school athletics in the Tri-City area. Central Boat Rentals, your total marine service provider. To apply, please visit www.centralboat.com. Guaranteed Title, in the law office of Michael Alois. You get guaranteed happiness at Guaranteed Title. Come close with us. Ochsner St. Mary, quality health care close to home. Patterson State Bank, free checking, great rates, great personal service, home and business loans, and the best in mobile banking. Celebrating 100 years serving St. Mary Parish. PSB, quality community banking since 1925. Danny's Fried Chicken, it'll make you smile. Serving Morgan City great fried chicken since 1968. Oceaneering, serving St. Mary Parish for 60 years. We're hiring. To apply, please visit www.oceaneering.com/career. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
For record, and they are coached by Matthew Ford, Principal Amy Vaccarella. Our officiating crew this evening, our head referee is Lloyd Guy, umpire Philip Daughtry, head linesman Brandon Castillo, line judge Jaron Morris, sack judge Ryan Larry, game clock Tina Canino, and play clock Kayla Jackson. Please have everyone stand, bow their heads for our prayer. Will be performed this evening by Reverend Mitchell.
Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for allowing us to have this privilege to share in our homecoming tonight. We pray that you would be with each and every home that is represented here tonight, that you would just bless them name by name, one by one. Blessing that you see we stand in need of. We ask that you touch every player on both sides. We pray, my Heavenly Father, that you would bless them with the good game, the safe game. And just thank you for every blessing. And we ask all of these blessings in your Son Jesus' name, and this we pray. Amen, amen, and amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem by our Hornet Band.
Hello and welcome to Franklin High School here in Franklin, Louisiana for tonight's game between the Hornets and the Patterson Lumberjacks. It's gold out tonight. Franklin celebrating their homecoming and a game that's going to match up between two core physical player of the games in Lightfoot and Keller, the quarterback for Patterson. Booger's there alongside Clarence Robinson. Clarence, we expect to see an offensive show here tonight.
No doubt about it. We know exactly both teams have some great skill players. The difference tonight is you can see exactly how those defensive linemen and also the linebackers handle the speed of this Patterson and also Franklin Hornets.
Well, Franklin dominated with the running game. Patterson got electric wideouts. They throw it all around the field with Keller. So a little tale of two different tapes.
Oh, no doubt about it. And we see exactly last week how the Patterson Lumberjacks just spread the ball out, scored 40 points. But the difference is tonight, Franklin Hornets coming off, didn't play last week, get an opportunity to see if they can get back in stride this week at home.
Aaron Orta goes down on the sideline. Aaron Field looks in great shape. Should be a great track here tonight.
Appears to be in great shape. We have a not too warm a night for October the 3rd, but and a nice little breeze, slight breeze, moving from your right to your left on your TV screen.
Franklin benefited from 2 weeks of rest. Their game canceled last week. Patterson went head-to-head with H.L. Bourgeois. A goal line stand, the difference in that high-scoring affair.
No doubt about it. We've seen an electric Patterson Lumberjack football team. A couple of weeks ago, we've seen Franklin Hornets against the Berwick Panthers. Did an outstanding job, like you said, about Lightfoot. See exactly how they're going to come out and start this game.
Coach Ford of Patterson looking to get his first victory. They're 0-4.
Yeah.
Franklin looking not to get spoiled in their homecoming here tonight.
It's pretty much the last non-district game for both of these teams as well, Boo. So, tell you what, want to get some things rolling and make sure that these guys stay healthy going into district competition.
Waiting for the clock to get set to the 12-minute mark. Right now, sets on all zeros. Two of the top bands in the parish here going toe-to-toe also tonight. Watched them doing warm-ups. Outstanding. Atmosphere couldn't be any better. Lots of folks lined up outside trying to get in this one.
No doubt. The Patterson crowd is trickling in as well.
Parish teams not doing too well so far. They're 7-24 overall. Wow. West St. Mary has 4 of those 7 victories. 4 teams in the parish have yet to taste the victory. One of them, Patterson, and they're looking to taste one here tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. And, you know, they were so close last week against HL. We thought Patterson Lumberjacks had it at the end. And like the last 5 minutes of the game, just tale of 2 different halves for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Finally got some numbers on the board. Instead of putting 12, they put 13. Now they adjusted to 12. And we're anxious to get this one started. Those of you who join us on YouTube, sit back and relax. We're looking to have a good one here tonight.
Tell you what, looking for an exciting game tonight, Boo.
Pollard and McDaniels back deep for the Jacks. They stand at their own 25-yard line. And finally, the whistle blows for action. We're underway here from Franklin. It'll be Pollard on the near side at the 25-yard line. Check that. That's McDaniels. And McDaniels will take it to the 37-yard line. That's where the Jacks will set up shop.
Tell you what, we're going to look for Keller, the number 6, the starting quarterback. Seeing him do some outstanding things last week. Like you said, the core physical therapy player of the week. Patterson offensive starters right there. Keller, Jones, Christopher, Howard, Hillebrand. Johnson was just so key, that offensive line. Hartman, Bass, LeBlanc, Bias, and Layton.
Keller accounted for 5 touchdowns last week. He's got size on the outside, and Johnson, he's got speed guys with Christopher, Pollard, and Howard. First down and 10. Looking for Johnson on a quick slant. kind of misfired right there. It'll go incomplete.
One thing it is, consider it itself, the Franklin defense is going to be seeing exactly how these linebackers are going to actually try to put some pressure on Keller. We seen it last week with the H.R. Bourgeois Braves, putting some pressure on him as quarterback. So that's how they're going to set up in this first series.
You know, we talk about these wideouts from Patterson, but Jones, he gets the most carries on the ground. He done a good job last week. He'll get it here right up the middle, cross the 40. He'll get him all the way down to the 44-yard line, set up a third down and short.
You know, Boo, that's going to be critical, starting up that running game set up for the Patterson Lumberjacks as they're going to check with me at the line of scrimmage.
Opening drive of the night. Jacks would like to move the chains a couple times, get their rhythm started. Keller barks out the signals. Big third down. He'll drop back to pass. Look across the middle. Late. Picked off. Picked off at the 45-yard line. Cross the 30. Nobody in front of him. That's Perry for the Hornets. And they turn a pick six into the lead.
Tell you what, couldn't call a better shot right there. On a slant route that he was trying to get, Keller was trying to get it, and the free safety just sitting in the middle of the field and couldn't go any better way for the Franklin Hornets, pick six.
You hear about it since Pop Warner. Never throw late across the middle. That one there was a little late, and Perry sniffed it out. And once he got it in his hands, he knew what to do with it.
When you think you've seen that, also that pressure from that defensive line for the Franklin Hornets that kind of got their hands up as well.
Hornets will keep their offense on the field. They'll go for two. Shorter player trying to get situated. Play clock not running. Around the outside, this two-point conversion is no good. And with that, with 11:02 on the clock, a defensive touchdown, and the Hornets are up 6-0.
You're watching KWDJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And welcome back. Boogers there alongside Clarence Robinson. Clarence, we talked about an offensive shootout tonight, and what happens first? The defense strikes.
One thing you can anticipate that with the skill players that both of these teams have. You can actually see that these guys are really anticipating Patterson to throw the ball, Boo, and Franklin was able to capitalize on that particular series.
Hornets will kick it away. Good long kick over the returner's heads. He'll have to pick it up at the 10. That's McDaniels again trying to head upfield. A lot of gold jerseys there. And nowhere for McDaniels to go.
Good kick coverage by the Franklin Hornets.
Man, just didn't give any respect to the kicker right there. Got it kicked right over the top of him, and now they're all the way back to the 10-yard line.
You know what we could see on that first series for the Patterson Lumberjacks, want to try to establish that run game for them first, is seeing that had Jones get that particular carry. So see if they can settle back in.
See if the Jacks can respond. First down and 10, not just underway here from Franklin. Nothing on the right side. Keller keeps it himself. Now throws it late again and almost intercepted.
It's Lightfoot right there.
Boy, Lightfoot right between
my.
the shoulder blades. Kind of surprised him.
Franklin defensive starters, Morris, Lightfoot, Freeman, Surreal, Joseph, Burrell, Allen, Holler, Hilliard, Brown, and Perry.
Seemed like Keller needs to trust his read, find that receiver, throw it. Every time he pump fakes, he got himself in trouble. That time caught a break. Lightfoot couldn't hang on to it. It's 2nd down and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Jones. Jones slammed down after a short gain.
Freeman.
Big Kevin Freeman on the tackle.
Seeing Freeman against the Berg Panthers just had some outstanding sacks. Getting himself established right now here early in this game.
I'm not sure how much the Patterson coaching staff trusts their special teams. We watched a few miscues with the punt team last week. Now they're backed up deep in their own territory. They need a first down here, get some room. Keller back to pass, cross the middle again, has Christopher curled up right in front of the safety. A good pitch and catch and a first down for the Jacks.
Good possession catch right there by the Patterson Lumberjacks. Get to pick up that first down.
First down and 10. Jacks back to the line of scrimmage. 4 receiver set. They'll hand it off. Nowhere to go against a big defensive front. Stop for no gain. It'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Jones kept able to take the actual run. Good job once again by the Franklin defensive line.
That'll set up a 2nd down and 9 for Patterson. 2 deep zone defensively, trying to keep everything in front of him. Keller barks out the signal, stands tall. Here comes the pressure. They'll flush him out. They'll get him. There's Freeman once again.
As Freeman, good push by that defensive line. Just like I told you in the pregame, this coverage sack, 2 deep high safeties, coverage down the field, and you're just going to see a big rush by that Franklin defensive line. Number 62, Freeman once again in the backfield. It's going to be critical. That Patterson offensive line got to get Keller some time to get the ball off.
4-man rush. Everybody stayed in their lanes and just kind of collapsed around Keller to bring him down for a big loss. Now, a 3rd down and long. Bring in extra protection. Now they'll rotate him out. Setting up a screen. Jones makes the catch. Too many gold helmets there to bring him down. A short gain, a 4th down, and a punting situation coming up for the Jacks.
Nothing doing right there. Good job by the Franklin Hornets defense once again, trying to set up that screen situation. All for naught. 4th down situation.
It'll be 4th down and 13 for the Jacks.
Most dangerous one in the back, number 3. It's Lightfoot.
Cortez will punt it away. He stands at his own 10-yard line. Lightfoot at his 50. Good snap. Here comes the pressure. He'll get it off. Off to the left side of the field and out of bounds. Good that he got it off. Not much on the exchange, and the Hornets will benefit from good field position.
Good field, short field position itself.
There is a flag around the middle of the field. I don't see a call. Had to be one of the gold rags to match the uniforms.
It's going to be interesting.
16-yard punt, no return. And we'll get our first look at the Franklin offense. We know Lightfoot plays a heavy dose in the backfield for the Jacks. He'll get the carry here near side, running room, trying to get outside. Across the 35, has enough speed to do so, and down to the 27-yard line.
It's offensive starter for the Franklin Hornets. There's Perry, this quarterback. Lightfoot, you just spoke about. Perry, Soprano, Kemp, Hilliard, Freeman, Lightfoot, Thomas, Joseph, and Morris at the right tackle.
Aaron Order goes right on the field. Aaron, when you look at the two lines of scrimmage, looks like Franklin has the edge early in this game.
That's it. The key word here, Boo, being early, because you're just barely 5 minutes into the game. But so far here, early in the first quarter, the Hornets have controlled the line of scrimmage, and consequently, they've controlled the game.
And with that, Lightfoot takes it right up the middle. He'll have it down to the 20-yard line.
It's going to be really good to see exactly how Patterson Lumberjacks continue to match up all skilled players going backwards and forward, Boo. So a lot of guys going to have to get some extra plays in.
Second down and short. Go to Joseph. Joseph runs in a wall of white jerseys at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Patterson defensive line right there getting the step. Big play right here for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Got 2 plays to get 3 yards. Got Lightfoot in the backfield with Joseph. Perry at quarterback. I like your percentages of success.
No doubt about that.
Joseph, your lone back, stands alongside Perry. They'll throw one shot. Flag on the play. McDaniels bats it away, incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
So they're going to sort this out.
McDaniels a little undersized, but after watching him last week, I'd put him up against the best of the best.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, McDaniel is about 5'5", look like or below. But I tell you what, big heart, good cornerback right there for this young man.
Flag on the play, legal procedure against the Hornets. Patterson declines it and forces a 4th and 3.
Here you go.
They'll stay same formation. They'll send Lightfoot out wide. Perry back to pass. They'll throw to him. Single coverage on the outside. Has a receiver there. A lot of contact, and a flag does come out. It'll be pass interference. Defensive back just never turned his head.
Never turned his head around back to the sideline.
Yeah, in order to get pass interference called in that situation, it has to be obvious, and that was obvious.
It's Colbert, number 13 for the Patterson Lumberjacks. Once again, got to get your head around, look at the ball. Good coverage, but just once again, just phase guarding.
3rd and 3 with Lightfoot in the backfield. We saw a pass on 3rd down and a pass on 4th down. Benefit of the penalty, they'll have it 1st down and goal inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone. Hand off to Joseph, stutter steps, carrying tacklers inside the 10 near the 6-yard line. And that's where the Jacks will turn him back.
Not fancy about that, using the big back. Say that is thunder. It's Joseph.
Clarence, for not even being halfway in the season, we've seen a lot of goal line stance so far this year.
No doubt, and I'll tell you what, each week, like you stated, Boo, these guys get in the red zone. It looked like each team pretty much step up and do what they got to do. See if the Patterson Lumberjacks can make something happen here.
Single back sets Joseph. Perry barks out the signal. 2nd down and goal. He'll keep it himself. Man, a lot of speed on the Jack side. They'll run him down and bring him down at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, you thought he was probably going to get in with that. But the good job by the Patterson secondary coming up and making a sure tackle right there. Here it is. Perry just getting to the outside. You see once again, the free safety come down from that spot. Good job.
Big third down coming up, 3rd down and goal. Franklin calls a timeout. So we'll take a timeout. This is the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And it's homecoming night here in Franklin. The Hornets taking on the Jacks. I'm Booger Zev alongside Clarence Robinson. Down on the field, Aaron Artigo, and as always, our head statistician, Bill McCarty. Halfway through the season, getting ready to get our district started, and I can see improvement on all the teams.
No doubt about it. Right now, you're seeing the defensive side for the Franklin Hornets that's for to get that 6 points on the board, but here the Franklin Hornets threaten it again, scoring opportunity.
Inside the 4-yard line, Kemp late to check in. They'll go 4 receiver set. Back to pass, 3-step drop. Now Perry scrambling, has runner up, cross the 5, makes a nice move. He gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Showed him a leg and took it away.
Tell you what, good coverage by the Patterson Lumberjacks. Perry couldn't see anything, just kept himself away going for the touchdown for the Franklin Hornets.
They'll go for 2 again. Failed on their first 2-point conversion. Back to pass, cross the middle, 2 receivers, same spot. He finds one. The 2-point conversion is good. An 8-play, 39-yard drive for the Hornets. Perry runs it in from 6 yards. The 2-point conversion good, and the Hornets are on top 14-0. Clarence, with the years of football you played, I know you trailed 14-0 before early on. Jacks just need to be patient, get some things going.
And, you know, they basically can. Coach Terrence Johnson, who is now the offensive coordinator that was set up last week, see the Patterson Lumberjacks just settle down and get some things rolling early.
The most coveted T-shirt in all of high school football, the Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance Player of the Game. Last week, Keller, the quarterback for Patterson, 5 touchdowns, over 300 yards passing. Before that, Deshaun Lightfoot.
Outstanding against the Berwick Panthers.
Yeah, and what was more impressive when Chris Hunter went and interviewed him, handed him that T-shirt. I tell you what, 2 intelligent guys that knew how to interview. Looked like they had a little training.
Good, outstanding guy, but, you know, Lightfoot is only a junior. Keller is the senior, so seeing some maturity on these young guys.
Well-spoken young men. 3:59 on the clock. A very important drive coming up for the Jacks.
Was so important, the confidence that Keller had last week, 5 touchdowns. See how he adjusts to this adversity for this first interception.
Short kick, bounce picked up by Johnson at the 40-yard line. He won't go far, but this will be the best starting field position of the night for the Jacks.
See if the Patterson Lumberjacks once again can establish that run to open up the passing route, because you know that Patterson live and die by that passing game. So.
Little indecision on Keller on a couple passes, almost got him in trouble. One time turned it into a pick 6. But he's shown the ability to throw it around the field. He's got great skill players on the outside, so I expect Patterson to get it in gear soon.
Yeah, we're looking for like number 5, Lindsey Howard. We're already seeing Christopher. See about Greg Johnson, number 11 now. See how they could try to get to these big-time receivers.
First down, Keller makes an adjustment, swaps Jones to the opposite side. Hitch and go on the outside, looking for Pollard. It's going to be a tough ball to get when you got two safeties back. Just missed them. It'll go incomplete. Brings up second down.
Going to see the actual one-on-one and outside. Did a step and go on the outside. But once again, the free safety, just like you stated, Boo, hanging over the top in the right place. Didn't get the opportunity to get that interception.
Yeah, that little pump and go works good on single coverage. It doesn't really fool the
Not with a
safety
safety over the
yeah,
top.
just looking at you. Hornets game plan. Keep the game in front of them. Back to pass Keller again. They'll take a shot deep. This time, single coverage. Has the defense, without turning around, makes contact and gets the same flag that benefited the Hornets moments ago will benefit the Jacks here.
Once again, he wasn't beat, but once again, secondary guy, you'd rather take those 15 than given the actual reception. So
it looked like Pollard outran the pass. It was a little short, so when he slowed down, the defensive back was still coming. And contact will cost them 15 yards, and Jacks makes their first trip into the Hornet side of the field.
And that's a little confidence builder once again for the Patterson offense as well.
Reset the downs, first down and 10. Christopher takes it on the outside. He gets outside, across the 40, stays on his feet, and thrown out late out of bounds. That'll cost another 15 against the Hornets. A little bit too much aggression right there from Mr. Lightfoot.
No doubt. Once again, most importantly, get the good reception by Christopher. Get it a feel like the speed that Christopher does show, and now additional 15 yards against the Franklin Hornets. Back-to-back 15-yard penalties against the Hornets. That is, Christopher get to the outside, and once again, Lightfoot just throwing Christopher on the track pretty much. Hopefully he's all right.
That'll march him all the way to the Hornets' 22-yard line. Jack's trying to get back in this one, trailing 14 here in the first quarter. Nothing there on the outside. Keller has to keep it himself, and he's tripped up and brought down for a loss.
Once again, another coverage sack right there for the Franklin Hornets. Good push right there by number 51, James Surreal, one of those defensive linemen.
As long as the Hornets can control the line of scrimmage with 4 guys, it's going to be tough to throw the football or find receivers down the field.
Got to get the ball out of the hands of Keller real quick on these bubble routes that can help the Patterson Lumberjacks.
There's Johnson. Quick slant, makes the catch, dodges a couple tackles, and brought down at the 6-yard line. Nice catch by Johnson in traffic, and they're inside the core physical therapy and sports performance red zone.
Johnson just do a hard slant route, Boo, to the far side right there. You seen that last week. HL couldn't stop it. Good job by the actual Patterson Lumberjacks.
Call that a courage catch, lifting your hands above your head amongst the traffic. Give credit to Johnson there, and he has his team first down and goal. Handoff right up the gut. Pushing and driving. He'll have it inside the 1. That'll be second down. Joshua Navy on the carry.
Navy getting that opportunity as well. Patterson Lumberjack just trying to throw man on man.
They'll run the same play, their version of the tush push. It's enough. Patterson's in for the touchdown.
Tell you what, good positive drive for the Patterson Lumberjack. But all important, good push right there for the touchdown. two 15-yard penalties back-to-back made a difference in this drive for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Yeah, when you got an explosive offense like Patterson, force them to make the plays. Don't help them out. Give them 30 yards of penalties, and just like that, they're right back in the game. Cortez in for the PAT. Christopher puts it on the tee, and a flag will prevent this kickoff from being any good. It's an offsides. Kick went through the uprights. Patterson kind of wishing they would have just let that go. Take the 7. With the penalty being against Franklin, let's see if Patterson runs their offense back on the field and go for 2.
Yeah.
They'll kick it again. A little bit closer. This kicks right through the middle. 1:42 to go here in the first quarter. A 7-play, 58-yard drive by the Jacks. They're right back in at 14-7.
You're watching KWDJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And we're back to Frank. Six from the Hornets, and a couple big plays from the Jacks, and a lot of points scored here in the first quarter. Cortez kick to the far side. That's Brown. Brown trying to get outside. He does. Looking for a block on the outside, across the 50. Now he's headed north and south, inside the 30, and knocked out of bounds at the 25. And a flag at the point of the tackle. Couple flags on the play. A block in the back around the 40-yard line of the Hornets. And we're waiting to see what the other flag is. Electrifying return by Brown, but it looks like it'll be off or not.
Yeah, Franklin Hornets starting to shoot themselves in the foot with all these penalties right here in the first quarter.
And here comes the call. Got the block in the back. That's the only one they signal in there, so that's the one they'll count. It'll back it all the way inside the 30. So that'll negate the big return. And with that, let's go down on the sideline to Aaron Ortego. Aaron, a good bounce-back drive right there by the Jacks.
Absolutely, boys. It's just what the Jacks needed to end this first quarter with. You know, y'all said it was going to be a high-scoring game, and we've scored 21 so far here in the first quarter. But I find the Lumberjacks are doing a much better job in the offensive line, giving their quarterback time to find his receivers, and also the running backs chance to see some holes and run through them. And consequently, that with a couple of big penalties, and they put 7 on the board, and we got a 7-point game.
Well, we'll see what Jahari Perry could do here. Leading the way for the Hornets, one of the top quarterbacks in the parish. He's just a junior.
Oh, my.
End around near side to Lightfoot. Doesn't like it. Turns back the other way. And look how many white jerseys are there to bring him down.
Well, one thing we know for sure, you better make sure you got Mr. Lightfoot tackled, because basically he's going to cut back against the grain, just like it just now.
You know, Lightfoot gained 6 yards right there. Most teams look at that as a good play. Lightfoot looks at it as not a good play.
Not. Yeah, exactly. He won't go for 10 or more. But once again, you see a short tackle of the Patterson Lumberjacks. Got to make sure they wrap him up.
McKinley and O'Gwen, the two linebackers for Patterson, have their work cut out for them tonight. Second down and 4, a little play action pass, taking a shot deep with a step over the shoulder. Did he make the catch? He does.
Wow.
In the double coverage, Lightfoot pulls it in.
Lightfoot, you're going to see him here in the slot over 2 defenders for the Patterson Lumberjacks and just come up with an excellent reception. Outstanding job by Lightfoot.
That'll move the ball all the way to the 30-yard line. The Hornets on the move once again.
Tell you what, give credit where credit is due as well. That offensive line, giving the quarterback that much time to get it off.
"36-yard gain, back to the line of scrimmage. Joseph takes it with run and run across the 25-20, running through tacklers, has the end zone in his sights, touchdown.
Wow. Good physical running by number 0, Joseph. Take the handoff from Perry. Once he got past the line of scrimmage, he was running through like a bulldozer, boo. Touchdown, Franklin Hornets.
That's the explosive show we expected to see coming here tonight. Both teams, high-octane offenses, and they can throw it and run it with the best of them.
No doubt. Franklin Hornets just showed a lot of power in that particular series.
They'll go for 2. Joseph, your lone back. He stands behind Perry. Perry looking around, little pass on the inside. That's caught the ground. And the 2-point conversion is good. It happens quick. A 3-play, 72-yard drive capped off by an electrifying run by Joseph. And the Hornets have extended their lead 22-7.
Tell you what, we seen this action a couple weeks ago in Berwick, and I tell you what, nothing different.
Next week we'll get our look at the other 2 teams in the parish, the Central Catholic Eagles and the Hanson Tigers. Central's record 1-3, but played a whale of a preseason schedule. Hanson coming off a victory over Berwick last week in an impressive victory.
Without a doubt, and both of these teams are looking forward to get back down to their classifications. Big district game for both of those guys, Central Catholic Eagles and the Hanson Tigers. But tonight, boo, Franklin Hornets getting high octane, getting worked up because last week the Franklin Hornets didn't have an opportunity to play. But you now see that offense getting their second possessions, third possessions now, making a difference right now.
Well, you look at Patterson last week. They ran some deficits against H.L. Bourgeois. They were able to respond each and every time. So I expect nothing more than them to just come right back down the field again. Just 2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It's been an electrifying homecoming night here from Franklin. Johnson picks up the squib kick. And they'll say he's down there. They'll mark it there. The clock runs to 0. That'll do it here in the first quarter. 22-7 our score. This is the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And welcome back. 22-7 our score. 101 yards of total offense for the Franklin Hornets. Just 46 for Patterson. I think the difference in Patterson points was The one drive had benefit of 30 yards of penalties. Franklin's been penalized 40 yards on just 3 penalties. Just 1 penalty against Patterson Lumberjacks.
Stats don't lie and showing the difference, just like you stated, Boo. Patterson was able to capitalize with those penalties as well, but once again, the Franklin Hornets came back with that high-team offense just as well. So,
speed on both sides of the field. A lot of times Patterson can run away from a defender. Tonight, not so much.
Right. What we need to see is Greg Johnson is on the split to the outside now, but you'd like to get to Johnson on those slant routes, but see if he can get some bubble screens out here quickly to the outside to help that Franklin rush.
Keller back to pass, thrown across the middle and almost intercepted again. That's going to be some tough passes to achieve when you got 2 safeties standing flat foot.
You can't do it, but Johnson on the outside out there was just awesome by itself. Cornerback just dropped off, but Keller's trying to go right up the seam. Could have been going the other way for the Hornets.
That's Perry. He's just your security guard sitting in that secondary, reading the eyes of the quarterback.
And also those linebackers, when they see him pass, they just dropping in the flat as well, Boo.
Might have to be patient, settle for some shorter stuff. Keller back to pass, pump fake, he'll throw again. Looking for Pollard. Even though overthrown, I was surprised the 2 safeties allowed somebody to get beyond them.
Exactly. But you can see, actually, they are prepared for the passing of the Patterson Lumberjacks. Need to try to establish a run, but now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, you watched the film from last week. Wade Patterson threw those deep balls against H.L. Bourgeois. Hornets film study has said that's not going to happen here tonight.
Not tonight.
Third down and 10. Big third down for the Jacks. Back to pass again. Keller has a receiver open deep. He didn't find him. Now underthrows him and almost intercepted. He had Howard with a good 15-yard start, but Keller was already running for his life.
Exactly. And one thing you can see the play here. Keller getting an opportunity, looking for Howard. Get it up, but once again, a Franklin defender come at the last minute, break the ball for a pass breakup.
Yeah, right-handed quarterback rolling left, had to stop, turn his body. By that time, the defense recovered. And now Cortez will have to punt it away.
We do know if this Franklin offense starts making some things happen, this thing could get out of hand pretty quick.
Franklin sets up the return. Lightfoot will have an opportunity at the 35-yard line. Slips the first 2 tackles, runs into his own man, and that might have saved the day for Patterson. Gives him a chance to wrap up Lightfoot because it looked like they had a wall formed up.
It was coming this way very fast. Once again, ran into his own player.
They'll give Cortez credit for a 23-yard punt.
Tell you what, that last series for the Franklin Hornets, seen an outstanding catch by Lightfoot, and then when you've seen Perry himself Joseph bringing in for the Franklin Hornets, did an outstanding job. So
big defensive series here for the Jacks defense. Still a lot of football, but need to get their offense the ball back. Jones takes it to the near side on the end around. Lumberjacks able to stretch it out, knock him out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Good hustle there by Jeremiah Wiltz.
That's going to be the difference if this Patterson defense can actually bend but not break. So if they can make those adjustments as it is.
That'll set up second down and 4. Perry barks out the signals. He'll hand to Lightfoot. Lightfoot hesitation, now comes outside. He crosses the 40, and that'll be enough for a first down as we have some extracurricular activity going on, and that draws a flag.
Once again, see how they're going to sort this out. See if they're going to. McDaniels, once again, that corner is a real good guy. McDaniels stayed in the midst of a lot of things. That's number 10 for the Patterson Lumberjacks. His coach is trying to get him out the game and settle him down. But once again, these guys, the receiver and the cornerback, is fighting it out.
They'll go unsportsmanlike on both sides. That's like a cop-out. I'd rather them just not call a penalty at all.
Right.
Although what it does, if they get their second one,
that's when
then there'll be ejection.
And very quickly, the Patterson Coach Ford was able to get McDaniels out the game.
We'll repeat it here, first down and 10. Right back to Lightfoot. Go north and south to the 45-yard line. And when he decides to get going, he goes.
And one thing it is, now Lightfoot established that now you get Perry to come in, Joseph to come in, a whole different type of run situation right there for the Franklin Hornets. So Patterson will make sure they come up and make some short tackles if the ball is given to Joseph.
Nice 2-year window for the Hornets with Lightfoot just being a junior,
man.
the quarterback, and Perry just a junior. When you can get your playmakers back, Joseph just a sophomore. He looks like a grown man.
I thought he looked like a very much grown senior.
He'll get the carry here.
Good job by the Jacks.
Yeah, good job of gang tackling there.
Good job.
Not a lot of size on this Jacks team, but when they work together.
See, that Patterson defense had the linebackers right at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Patterson Lumberjacks just filling the gaps on that particular play.
That'll set up third down. What we noticed tonight is that we're in October, so no more 6-minute hydration timeouts.
Let the ball go.
Big third down here for the Hornets, and more importantly, a bigger third down for the Jacks defense. They'll swing it outside and incomplete. Ball thrown forward, so no lateral. And it's fourth down, and I would expect the Hornets to punt it away here on 4th down and 7, but I don't see a wholesale substitution going on to signify that.
Pretty confident about what the offense can do. See how they want to set this up.
Going to give Patterson pretty good field position if you don't make it here.
Look for number 3 somewhere in the slot.
They'll have to cross midfield for the first down. It's 4th down. They'll quick hit it. Good smart play right there. Nobody back for the Jacks. And this ball will go all the way inside to 20. And that is a well-executed play.
Let your defense do what they have to do. Last series, the defense of Franklin was able to get some things together. Patterson forcing the ball a lot down the field. See if they can get the run game established and also try to get it to the outside.
They get 38 yards on the punt with no return, and that's a good change of field position. 9:14 to go here from Franklin.
Seen Keller in the first quarter throw a pick 6 for the first series for the Patterson Lumberjacks. See if he can try to redeem himself here in the second quarter.
Trying to get that pass game going. Last week it was the deep passes. This week they've been unable to settle on where they're going to have their biggest success. Man, tough catch right there. That was a well-thrown ball.
Should have been a catch right there. Hit him in the right spot. Pass was intended for Jeremiah Pollard, just on a slant route.
Yeah, Pollard makes that catch, has to beat one man. He's running the distance, but that one man was hearing his footsteps because he was coming.
They're going to keep trying to throw it, Boo, because they're trying to draw that safety in. But once again, guys got to make those receptions.
Second down, whistles, stops the play, illegal procedure. Looks like it'll back the Jacks up.
Patterson Lumberjacks didn't need that because they're trying to throw their way out this situation. So
they'll keep it on the ground to Jones. Jones dragging tacklers for positive yards. Gets close to the original line of scrimmage, but brings up a 3rd down and 11.
Once again, Keller is getting the opportunity. The offensive line doing a good job with the Franklin defense, but once again, the receivers got to come up with some receptions here.
Four receivers set. Keller back to pass. He'll throw it short. They'll have to run for it. And the Hornets corralling for a short gain, bring up 4th down.
Good coverage right there. Good short tackle right there for the Franklin Hornets. Initially Lightfoot on the initial hit.
Fourth down, believe it or not, deep in their own territory. Jacks are going for it. Aggressive play call right here unless they go with the same quick kick. And that's what they do. It worked for you. Let me give it a try, and that's some good success as it'll go all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, take a little taste of your own medicine.
They'll give him credit for a 40-yarder. Couldn't have worked it out any better.
Couldn't better for the Patterson Lumberjacks. Once again, Patterson's still trying to establish that passing game, but it's not working thus far for him. But see with the Franklin Hornets come back out with their possession here.
You know, with 7:43 to go, and I'm Patterson coaching staff, I just want to stay within reach. You know, don't let this game get stretched out too much. 22-7 is a doable score to come back from. Right now, just need to keep it that way and get your offense going.
I couldn't agree with you more with that statement, Boo, because we know they actually can throw the ball rather quickly, make some big plays, but keep this Franklin Hornet defense on the ball.
They'll go to Lightfoot. Lightfoot shakes off the first tackler, but here comes the cavalry. And they'll bring him down for a short gain of 2.
You got to be careful with Lightfoot because his knees are really not touching the ground. That's why you always seen him jumping up. Very heady running back.
Second down. They'll stay on the ground. Good job with those guys up front. Getting Lightfoot before he gets going. Give credit right there to Williams for Patterson bringing him down in the backfield.
Good job by the Patterson defense. Once again, showing him up, making sure that they make a short tackle on Lightfoot.
Well, Patterson defensive line using their speed against the size of the Franklin offensive line. They're just kind of working around them. Being a little smarter than trying to work through them. Third down, Hornets. Back on the ground again, off tackle to Joseph.
Oh,
Joseph running through Jackson, through Hornets. He'll have it cross the 45 and a first down.
It seemed like he's just going downhill. When he take the handoff, he's just making some steam ahead. That is Joseph pick up the first down for the Hornets.
A 13-yard gain for the Hornets and on to the Jack side of the field.
Some of those offensive linemen that in front of them, they getting trampled on as well. So
Dylan Hawkins in the slot to the left. First down and 10. Right back to the ground and the pound. There's Joseph. This time wrapped up and brought down. Couldn't get his shoulders turned north and south.
It's like number 9, Williams, able to come up and make the show initial hit.
Second down and 8.
Once again, Joseph is only a sophomore, so you're going to hear that name a lot.
Jacks crowd the line of scrimmage. And a flag flies. Little procedure penalty against Franklin. That'll help the Jacks defense out. Back them up 5.
Back them up 5, give them an opportunity. Making sure the Jacks in the secondary. See McDaniel, who's playing at that right corner, see if they're going to try to attack McDaniels. One-on-one on the outside.
Looks like the receiver on this end's already lined up. Offside. He's right down our line. They'll take a shot in the flat, have a receiver.
Good call.
That's Hilliard. He gets the catch and a run all the way down to the 30-yard line. There's a flag in the backfield. This play will come back. It'll be against the Hornets. So the flag we thought they would call would be the offsides from the receiver lining up offsides. He gets no call on that. And they hit him for another infraction.
Tell you what, the Franklin Hornets are being their own worst enemy with these penalties here in the first half. Tell you what, I like the public play call. Here you just get to the flat, make the reception and get upfield, but all for naught.
Game clock running. Second down and long.
See Coach Tremaine Johnson getting kind of frustrated with his guys, telling them to keep their head on.
Single safety for the Jacks. Lightfoot takes the handoff into a crowded defensive line. They'll bring him down at the 45.
Pulling guard coming in to the near side just got in the way of Lightfoot.
Penalties making it awful difficult on this drive. It's 3rd down and 20.
Patterson Lumberjack defense holding pretty strong now.
$55 yards of penalty on 5 infractions. And now Franklin calls a timeout. 3:37 on the clock, 22-7 our score. And the Hornets can't take the timeouts to halftime. They use one here.
Good opportunity for them this. Now get some things checked out. You know the Franklin Hornets can move the ball as well.
As always, the most coveted T-shirt in all of high school football, the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game.
Tell you what, there it is. We seen last week. Hayden Keller able to come out with that with 5 touchdowns. Did an outstanding job. So tonight, this thing is setting itself up once again.
You know, Joseph gets himself in contention. I don't know if we have a triple X for that big fella.
Seen Lightfoot with the previous one that we had a couple of weeks ago in Berwick. So
big crowd turned out for the night. Here the announcer giving all the years of people who have come back for this homecoming.
Tell you what, we seen a crowd that they had out for the pregame, for the tailgating for the Franklin Hornets. Tell you what, outstanding crowd and outstanding team.
Oh, DJ got it worked up tonight. Got Kendrick Lamar playing right now.
That's right.
Third down and long. They'll keep it on the ground again. Lightfoot again running through his own tackler, staying on his feet. Doesn't want to give up. He'll have it across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. And now Patterson calls a timeout, trying to see if they could generate something. If they can get the ball back, it's 4th down. I wouldn't doubt the Hornets try to keep possession, go for it here on 4th down.
We've seen them do it previously. They did set up for the 4th-down situation, then had a quick kick.
Let's take a timeout, folks. It's 22-7 Hornets.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
Reserve alongside Clarence Robinson down on the field. Aaron Artigo, an exciting first half of play. Aaron, looking right here, it's 4th down. Think they'll go for it here, or they're going to punt it away?
I don't know, Boo. I'm going to wait on that one. But one thing I can tell you, y'all talk about big number 0, Joseph. He's a guy, if you want to stop him, you have to hit him before he gets started. Because you noticed on the touchdown run, he got ahead of steam and didn't look like anybody wanted to get in front of him, and I don't blame him for that.
Well, they got the offense on the field here on 4th down. Back to pass, Perry. Time to throw it. Take a shot deep. Wide open receiving on the outside. Wow. Makes the catch, steps out of bounds. That's Jeremiah Perry, a 1st down for the Hornets.
Oh, my God. Perry just able to sneak out. You'll see once on the replay, just going to one-on-one to the outside. What happened is the cornerback in the outside, at the out corner, looking back in the backfield, got caught up, Boo.
Big conversion right there now. Hornets trying to get themselves a score before halftime. Now they control the rest of this half.
And basically that's why they took the timeout, making sure the guys stay focused, and Patterson Lumberjacks lost focus right there.
Look for him to get right back to the ground and pound. Lightfoot, your lone running back. He stands alongside Perry. 1st down and 10 Hornets. Perry will keep it himself near side. Can't get outside, and he's brought down in the field of play. Can't stop the clock.
Good job by Navy right there, number 30.
Just a sophomore is Navy.
Navy at that outside linebacker spot here. Just a direct snap to Perry. Perry trying to keep it once again. You'll see Navy make a short tackle right there.
Yeah, very few times you can go east and west and outrun the Jacks to the sideline. You're playing into their advantage. Good job for the Jacks to stretch it out. Clock continues to run. We're inside 3 minutes. 2nd down and 11. Lightfoot takes the handoff here across the 20 to the 25. Navy, again, doing a nice job of getting his gear in there and making some tackles.
Thought Lightfoot was going to pop it out there. Patterson Lumberjacks coming in somewhat of a blitz. But once again, like you stated, Navy in the right place at the right time.
We're inside the Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance red zone. We're at the 15-yard line looking at a 3rd down and 5. Kemp checks in. He's your running back standing behind Perry. And another flag. This will be against the Hornets. This will back them up.
Penalties mounting up for the Franklin Hornets.
Yeah, the one downside of the first half has just been the penalties. Other than that, they've executed in all 3 phases.
Tell you what, Bill Lett said earlier, over 55-plus yards already for the Franklin Hornets in penalties. Big difference in the game with those penalties stacking up.
Perry hands off to Kalen Kemp. Kemp not as big as the other 2 runners, but just as tough. as he forces his way down to the 16-yard line.
No doubt a different running back was that for Kemp itself. But we seen him last weekend, a couple of weeks ago against Berwick. Kemp was able to make some things happen as well for himself.
Another 4th down here for the Hornets. They'll throw it again. Cross the middle, intercepted. Colbert has the ball for the Jackson. He'll take it all the way to the 35.
Awesome job by Colbert. Sitting in that free safety spot, didn't have to move. Perry just looked his receiver right in for the slant route, and you're going to see Colbert right at the right place at the right time for the Patterson Lumberjack. Outstanding job. See if Coach Johnson's going to try to strike with Rich right here.
Yeah, Colbert caught it on the run, thought he might have a chance to take it the distance. Good job for the Hornets to hustle him down at the 35. Just 1 minute on the clock. And we'll see what the Jacks can do with it.
See if they can get it to Greg Johnson or Christopher or Lindsey Howard.
Already a big outcome for the Jacks, keeping the Hornets away for more points before half. Here comes the pressure. They'll flush Keller out. Nowhere to go. And he'll go down after a 2-yard gain.
See if they get back to the line of scrimmage. You know Coach Johnson going to call some check with me's from the line of scrimmage.
Three receivers to the far side. Keller looks that way. Now he's flushed out. He'll run it himself. He'll get the first down. That'll stop the clock while they move the change. Just 27 seconds left.
Good job by Keller. Coverage downfield. Get upfield to get the first down.
Jacks will use a timeout here. Talk about it. They're at midfield. But they got their work cut out for them if they're going to try to convert 27 seconds into points.
Big difference. You know, we've seen the Patterson Lumberjacks at the last minute make some things happen. So, tell you what, see the Franklin Hornets defense get in some type of prevent here, because you know Gallagher is going to go for it.
Well, you got a pick six tonight. You got a couple big passing plays. And we had an exciting first half of action. Franklin gets the ball coming out of halftime. That's why that stoppage right there was very important for the Jacks.
Really, and the Jacks really need to get their scoring opportunity and take advantage of it.
First down and 10, three-man rush. That'll get to Keller, flush him out, and he'll have to throw it away.
Pass intended over there to Lindsey Howard. Greg Johnson trying to do his step and go. Not able to capitalize as well.
Yeah, and if Keller got time to throw it, it's going to be a jump ball type of throw because they got so many guys back deep. We're talking tall, athletic guys.
Yes.
It's going to take a remarkable play.
20 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Three-man rush again. They'll take a shot deep. Boy, a guy had a handful of jersey looking for Johnson. I'm very surprised at single coverage on the outside. And it really wasn't a single coverage defense. They had a safety. He just didn't get over.
Just let it get over. Lightfoot, number 3, is on the coverage. Deshaun Lightfoot against Johnson. And it get 15-yard penalty once again against the Franklin Hornets.
Did the right thing, had a handful of jerseys, because without that, Johnson may still be running. It'll just cost them 15 yards. And now just 16 seconds on the clock. Back to pass again. Keller will have to throw it away.
The rush by the Franklin Hornet.
Incomplete pass. The clock's still running. When I first glanced at it, should have stopped at around 10 seconds. And now it sits on 0. So now we'll have a little delay while they get that straight.
If the Jacks get one more good pass to the end zone right here.
We'll see if the referees were paying attention, because I was.
What that number was.
Worst case scenario should be 9, but I think it should be 10. Aaron saying he looked, it was 11.
7. I think your odds are bad right now.
So now they put it on 7. So who knows? We had 4 people looking at it, and we all had a different number.
Everybody had a different number. I seen 4.
Second down and 10, which is irrelevant based on the fact we only have 7 seconds left. Keller will have a chance to throw it to the end zone if he gets rid of it. Waits too long, and they'll bring it down. So the sack brings the clock to 0 instead of getting rid of the ball and taking a chance. Both teams will head to the dressing room. 22-7 outscoring an entertaining first half here from Franklin. We'll be back with more high school football in the second half after this. This is the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Labco Manufacturing. Feel safe, work smart, look good with Labco FR. www.labco.com. Conrad Industries, serving St. Mary Parish and the marine industry since 1948, wishes all our local teams good luck. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late, delivery through DoorDash. MC Bank, sharing the hometown spirit since 1955. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City, proud supporter of high school athletics in the Tri-City area. Central Boat Rentals, your total marine service provider. To apply, please visit www.centralboat.com. Guaranteed Title, in the law office of Michael Alois. You get guaranteed happiness at Guaranteed Title. Come close with us. Oshner St. Mary, quality health care close to home. Patterson State Bank, free checking, great rates, great personal service, home and business loans, and the best in mobile banking. Celebrating 100 years serving St. Mary Parish. PSB, quality community banking since 1925. Danny's Fried Chicken, it'll make you smile. Serving Morgan City great fried chicken since 1968. Oceaneering, serving St. Mary Parish for 60 years. We're hiring. To apply, please visit www.oceaneering.com/career. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call 384-8335.
Junior class. Miss Bethany Conklin. Bethany is the daughter of Bethany Conklin and the late Bethany Conklin. She's being escorted to England by her father, Bethany Conklin. Attending Franklin High, she has participated in games. Her future plans are to attend Northwestern University and major in nursing. The best advice that we can give our classmates is be yourself and never give up. Destiny's motto for life is, if you are so tired of starting over, never give it. Please, Franklin, show your love for Junior Destiny Conklin. Representing the juniors, it is Ajaya Harris. Ajaya is the daughter of Taylor Jenkins and Richard Harris. Her escort tonight are her mother, Taylor Jenkins, representing class of 1995, and her father, Richard Harris. While attending Franklin High, she has participated in volleyball, softball, track, beta, and student council. Her future plans are to attend Tulane University to study how to become an occupational therapist. The best advice Ajaya can give to her classmates would be to stay positive and focus on the future ahead. Ajaya's motto for life is focus on the things you can control. Franklin High, show your love for junior Ajaya Harris. Representing the juniors is Miss Olivia Flores. Olivia is the daughter of Manisha Flores. Her escorts tonight are her mother, Manisha Flores, and great-grandmother, Miss Sharon Flores Collins, representing the class of 1983. While attending Franklin High, she has participated in beta, band, the National Honor Society, talent test, and other honors. Her future plans are to attend Harvard University to obtain a PhD in psychology. The best advice Olivia can give to her classmates is stay to yourself and always trust your gut. Olivia's motto for life is, God will come first and your life will surely prosper. So your Franklin, show your love for Miss Olivia Flores. Representing the juniors, Alon Thomas. She's the daughter of Ashley Jackson and Darrell Thomas. Her escorts tonight are her mother, Ashley Jackson, and her grandmother, Mary Price. While attending Franklin High, she has participated in beta, FFA, jazz, and the National Honor Society. Her future plans are to attend Texas Southern and study psychology. The best advice Alon can give to her classmates is keep pushing, even if you have to do it yourself. Alon's motto for life is, I'm not gambling, but if there's one thing I'm willing to bet on, it's myself. Franklin High, show your love for junior Alon Thomas. Representing the senior class is Gabrielle Alexander. Gabrielle is the daughter of Travis and Chantel Alexander. Her escorts for this evening are her mother, Chantel Alexander, and her grandfather. While attending Franklin High, she has participated in volleyball, trio of footbal, softball, and Delaware. Her future plans are to attend UL in Lafayette with the aspirations of becoming an OBGYN stenographer. The best advice Gabby can give to her classmates is always remember who you are, others will adjust. Gabrielle's motto for life is, no one has to like you, but when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. Senior Franklin, show your love for senior Gabrielle Alexander. Representing the seniors, Miss Pausia Isaac. She's the daughter of Delicia Isaac and Kenneth Polidor. Pausia's escorts for this evening are her parents. While attending Franklin High, she has participated in cheerleading, beta, National Honor Society, and student council. Her future plans are to attend a four-year university to receive a BSN with the aspirations of becoming a registered nurse. The best advice Pausia can give to her classmates is always put God first and stay focused. Pausia's motto for life is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Franklin High, show your love for senior Pausia Isaac. Representing the seniors,
Miss Carmen Lopez. She's the daughter of Patrice Matthews and Elvis Lopez. Escorting her tonight are her parents. While attending Franklin High, she has participated in volleyball, basketball, cheer, track, student council, and data. Her future plans are to attend Southern University to obtain a BSN in nursing. The best advice Carmen can give to her classmates would be, never be afraid to be yourself. Carmen's motto for life is, my God has done it again. Senior Franklin, show your love for senior Carmen Lopez. Representing the seniors is Karen Robinson. Karen is the daughter of Kevin Jones McDaniel and Karen Robinson. While attending Franklin High, she has participated in track, volleyball, cheer, basketball, and National Honor Society. Her future plans are to attend college, where she wants to run track with the aspirations of becoming an athletic trainer. The best advice Karen can give her classmates would be, don't try to be smaller for the world. Let the world catch up to you. Karen's motto for life is, it is essential to do what you were born to do and pursue what truly makes you happy. Franklin High, show your love for senior Karen Robinson. All right.
Get on your toes.
All right. Earlier today, Franklin Senior High School crowned their 2025 homecoming king. He is none other than King Jaden Davis Banks.
I see you, old Cowboy fan.
He's being honored and transferred the royalty from last year's king, King 2024, Gray. Congratulations to our king.
I see you, your Dallas fan. Have paint.
Okay, now the moment you've all been waiting Congratulations, junior maid, Miss Ajaya Harris. All right. The 2025 Franklin Senior High School Homecoming runner-up is Miss Gabrielle Alexander. Congratulations to our senior runner-up, Ms. Gabrielle Alexander. Can we get a drum roll, please? All right, Senior Franklin Senior High School, stand up and show your love. The 2025 Miss Franklin Senior High School Homecoming Queen is Queen Carmen Lopez. Congratulations, Franklin Senior High School Homecoming Queen, Queen Carmen Lopez. We would like to extend our congratulations to all of our homecoming court participants and royalty, and to the school for another great homecoming season.
Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to Franklin for the second half of high school football here on KWBJ. Boogers there alongside Clarence Robinson, an entertaining first half.
Without a doubt, and one thing it is Franklin Hornets were able to capitalize offensively. Patterson Lumberjacks not able to capitalize that for.
Hornets will start off with the football here in the second half, and we'll see what both teams do as far as adjustments.
Tell you what, quick statistics right quick. First downs evenly pretty much. Patterson only 6 first downs, Franklin 7, but overall total yards by the Franklin Hornets 180 yards. Patterson only have 60 yards total. What the difference is, 7 penalties for 75 yards against the Franklin Hornets.
Aaron Auto goes down on the sideline there, and looks like the Hornets coming out of this half want to try to give them the knockout punch right here.
Looking at you. Here, we're going to start off the second half. They put 22 points up on in the first half, and they'd like to come back out here and start it with another 7.
Well, it's up to the defense. We'll see what those adjustments could do. Ball on the ground, a big pile up, and the Jacks got it.
Wow.
Big turnover on the opening play of the second half.
What couldn't be for a better opportunity for the Patterson Lumberjacks, just a mishandle by the Franklin Hornets from the snap and also to give to the running back. Turnover for the Franklin Hornets.
Well, we talked about it during the halftime break. Patterson just needs to stay within touch.
Yeah.
And within touch here is try to get the first score of the second half, and they get a great opportunity here with a turnover at the 31-yard line.
You know, initially on that first quarter, Patterson had a quick 6 against them. See if they can settle down, just they come in after halftime, settle down, make the adjustments, see if they get this high-powered offense going again.
They'll spread them out. That's what Patterson does. 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. As Keller barks out the signals. Looking for Johnson. He makes the catch. And we talked about in the first half the courage of Johnson to go up and get it.
That's always his favorite plot, that slant route. 10-yard slant route. Most importantly, we'll get the reception and get the first down for the Jacks.
Well, Hornets secondary has already proven in the first half they're not going to let anything get behind them. So the opportunities are going to be in front.
Take underneath route as well.
So false start on the Jacks. That's an active official right there. That's like his 5th penalty
Yes.
called himself.
He's very much watching that all night thus far.
Don't wiggle your fingers.
Don't move. Don't do anything. When you're down, you are down.
Joshua Navy, your lone back. Not sure what the deal is with Jones, as he's normally in that spot. They'll fake it to him. Keller keeps it himself. Looks one way, nothing there. Turns it back the other way. This time has run room across the 20. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line inside the Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance red zone. And
Tell you what, you thought that was all for loss. Keller just covered by the Franklin Hornets. Come back here to the near side. Once again, get positive yards, turn it upfield. Thought that was a late hit. No flag.
he got 8 yards. Ran for 40. And they'll have it second down. Closer they get to the end zone, the less room they got to operate. That's where a running game comes into play. He'll take a shot deep in the corner. Has a receiver. He's open. Touchdown. Defensive back there just lost sight of the football, and Pollard sneaks behind him and gets a good pass from Keller.
Here it is. Once again, Lightfoot looking in the backfield and just forgot about Pollard just going up the field thinking he got that safety over the top. Safety not able to get over the top. Touchdown, Lumberjacks.
Cortez in for the PAT. This kick is up and good. A 3-play, 31-yard drive by the Patterson Lumberjacks after a turnover. It's 22-14. As always, Clarence, each and every week we love to watch high school football. We tune in across the parish to all the teams, including we make that trip to Assumption to catch them at least one time a year. And even though the records don't indicate it, we have seen some good football games.
Oh, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what, each quarter has been, I guess, monumental for us, but make sure that some of them get to the fourth quarter. And tonight, I'll tell you what, we're anticipating and building up again.
And both teams come out at halftime. I know the Hornets stress, hey, we get the football first. Let's move the chains, go down and get some points. Patterson's talking to their defense, said, hey, we need to make a stop. And lo and behold, the first play, the Hornets put it on the ground, and the Jacks able to convert into 7.
That's the most important part, able to capitalize. Franklin on the initial side in the first quarter was able to get the interception for the touchdown. Patterson taking that opportunity as well. So both teams even on that mark.
Cortez will kick it away for the Jacks. It'll be run down on the far side of the field by Jones. Jones nowhere to go, and this Jacks ball club comes out fired up at halftime.
I'll tell you what, that's going to continue to build that momentum for the Patterson defense now. See if they get some things going on. Got the Franklin Hornets back against the wall right here.
What the Hornets got, we've been coming to these games for many, many years, and we've not seen a capacity crowd like it's turned out to support the Hornets here tonight. Give it its homecoming, but we've been here for several homecomings that was very sparse. But tonight, one end to the other, it's packed.
They're packed out here. Once again, also the Patterson Lumberjacks track down Highway 90. Good fan participation as well.
High school football alive and well here in St. Mary Parish. First down and 10, Hornets. Back to the ground game. That's Lightfoot. Lightfoot off tackle for 2, and that's a success for the Patterson defense.
And once again, Lightfoot keep running into the back of his offensive linemen and also blockers downfield, but Patterson Lumberjacks making a short tackle right there.
Lightfoot got 12 carries so far tonight for 60 yards. Of course, all that in the first half. Second down and 8. Right back to him. And he's a rocket in the hole, but
also Jackson on the tackle.
Boy, they're up to the task.
That's that momentum that you get with your opportunity to come out at halftime and get a scoring opportunity. Just take a lot of pressure off your defense right there.
Third down and 4, a score on their first possession and a stop here on their second possession would be big for the Jacks as they're trying to inch their way back in. A lot of football remains. Third down, right back to Lightfoot. He'll have the first down. One thing about Lightfoot, there's no tiptoeing. He's hitting the hole.
Nothing whatsoever. Just a stretch play right there for the Hornets. Pick up a first down.
That first down is their 8th first down of the ball game. Lightfoot comes out for a rest. Joseph goes in.
Don't
A
lose
great
momentum with
1-2
that.
punch.
You don't lose too much with those two guys.
First down. That long count had a lot of the Hornets players leaning, and they'll make that call here.
Again, Franklin Hornet keeps doing it to themselves. Penalties just continue to stack up on them here starting in the third quarter as well.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. Not a good formula.
Not at all. Though they have an opportunity really. Franklin has an opportunity to score rather quickly, but once again keep having these setbacks.
1st and 15. Here comes a big fella in Joseph.
Tell you what.
Man, give credit to number 9.
Gerard Williams.
Williams is senior, but he's not as big as Joseph, but he put his head in there and brought him down.
Yeah, he put him, see number 9 at that defensive end spot right here to the near side. Joseph get the handoff, and you say he just go back inside, pop back outside, and hit him right at the numbers. Make a tackle. Good job, Patterson Lumberjacks.
Down and distance is the key to stopping this Hornets ball club. You don't want them in 3rd and short. You want them in 3rd and long. Get them in a predictable passing situation. Second down, they'll stay on the ground with Joseph, and there's a lot of black helmets, white jerseys. I see this Patterson defense starting to get a little confidence.
Yeah, they're getting a little confidence without a doubt, forcing them into their hands as well to match up their skill players here in the secondary for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Aaron Auto goes down on the sideline there, and it looks like the Patterson defense might be outsized, but their quickness is starting to have an effect.
It sure is, Boo. And biggest problem for the Hornets, I think, so far has been themselves. I mean, but Patterson has scored 2 touchdowns. One, the whole drive, more than 30 yards or more with penalty yards that enabled to keep the drive alive. And to start the second half, the fumble led to a touchdown. So that's the 14 points for the Lumberjacks. So if the Hornets can just quit shooting themselves in the foot, another mistake right here with a late hit, well, it was well after the play, right in front of the referee.
Yeah, 3 of 7 on 3rd down tonight. And now they're 3 of 8, and that pass incomplete.
Wow.
Let's see if we can see what happened, Clarence.
There's going to be a swing pass here to the near side, trying to get the ball to Joseph, and right at the end of the play, just bad situation right there. And Coach Johnson, I'm quite sure for the Hornets, is not going to like this. Not a heads-up play right there.
No. That'll back them all the way up. Not only does that affect your field position, that fires up your opponent. You know, you went from just playing a game, now it's personal.
It's very personal, and right now the Patterson Lumberjacks is taking advantage of these opportunities. Tell you what, not too good of a situation right there for the Franklin Hornets.
Should be 4th down and 27. They now change the down marker, and the Hornets call a timeout. They'll head to the sideline, and we'll take a timeout. You're watching the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to Franklin, Louisiana. Homecoming night here. It's the gold out for the Hornets as they try to leave here with a victory, but Patterson's sitting on the other side saying, hey, we might have something to say about that.
I'll tell you what, short field right here for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
It's 4th down. They quick kicked with the quarterback last time.
Another penalty against the
and it's going to be a substitution penalty and back up. And we like to say the Hornets are discombobulated right now.
No doubt about it. Come out of timeout, can't get it together. Tell you what, it's just making a difference in this game right now. A little momentum swinging toward the Patterson Lumberjack big time.
4th down and 32. Man, he takes a lot of time. He wasn't that far deep, but he got a nice punt off. Anything outside the 40, I think they'll take that. That'll force the Jacks to have to earn some points. A 33-yard kick, no return. So one possession game as the Jacks are down 8.
You know, the one big difference in it has been the penalties against the Franklin Hornets doing it to themselves. And one thing it is, the Patterson Lumberjacks have to capitalize on these situations like this, see if they can do it like they did on the previous situation with the fumble.
Here come the Jacks. They'll line number 3. That's Christopher up in the backfield alongside Keller. He'll get it here, using his speed to get outside.
Good job by the Hornets stretching that play out.
They ran out of sideline. They'll give him 1 yard for a 2nd and 9.
Once again, the Jacks just trying to establish that run, but trying to get Christopher with that speed to the outside. Look for the number 11, Greg Johnson. Slant route been beneficial for the Patterson Lumberjack thus far in this game.
Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Looks like maybe a smart decision right there to keep it himself.
Lindsey Howard.
That's Lindsey Howard. He was looking for Johnson. It was well defended. Decided to keep it himself. And he nears the 1st down yardage.
Tell you what, wise decision right there. Lindsey Howard right at the end of that play right there. Coverage down the field. Lindsey Howard did the right thing. Get upfield, get 8 yards.
Third down and 1. Keep this drive alive. Hand off to Christopher. It needs to go north and south. Man.
Oh, he ripped the
they
ball
ripped
out.
It from him. The Hornets rip it from Christopher, and he's loose. Nobody will get him inside the 10. A big play by the Hornets defense. That's Lightfoot. Touchdown.
That's that man again. We're getting some redemption from that previous touchdown by the Patterson Lumberjacks. You thought Christopher had got the 1st down. No whistle was blown. Next thing you know, Lightfoot come out the power with the football. Keller hands off to Christopher, and you're going to see, going to get some positive yards going back against the grain. Cut back in, and just a pile of guys, defenders come up for the Franklin Hornets, and number 3, Lightfoot, come out with the football. Touchdown Hornets.
At first we were saying, let's get north and south, get that 1st down. He was so elusive, nobody could get him. And then next thing you know, the Hornets get a big break and really turn this game around.
I'll tell you a little redemption for Lightfoot. The touchdown pass was caught on him by looking in the backfield. I guess he redeemed himself right there.
Just when you think you've seen it all. Back to pass, Perry on the outside. And incomplete. There is a flag on the play. Hornets didn't have enough men on the field. They ran one in late, never even got into the play.
Being the Franklin Hornets just losing focus. These players are just not focused right now.
This penalty looks to be going against the Hornets on illegal substitution. The two-point conversion, no good. 4:40 on the clock. It's 28-14 Hornets. As always, we have a 2-touchdown game, but the game is played a lot closer than that.
No doubt about it, Boo. And, you know, we thought the Patterson Lumberjacks was able to methodically get this situation, get the first down, but typically Mr. Lightfoot come out, just rip the ball, touchdown for the Franklin Hornets.
Aaron Auto goes down on the sideline, and Aaron, what looked like a game of penalties and turnovers, that's really the difference in the game.
That's it. That's another turnover right here. I talked to one of the players, Hornet players that was on the field, and I asked him, did he just take the ball away from him, or was it a fumble he picked up? He says, no, he just took the ball from him, and he came out and ran it all the way back. So turnover hurt him to start this quarter. Here towards the end of the quarter, a turnover answered right back and got that touchdown back.
A 2-touchdown game right now, a pick six, and now a strip and run for a touchdown. 28-14 our score. So just when the Jacks got in striking distance, the Hornets seemed to pull away again.
I mean, you just thought the Patterson Lumberjacks was building that momentum. Wasn't able to capitalize.
Short kick, Carlton McGuire running through tacklers, crosses the 45 down to the 40-yard line. McGuire don't get many touches. Big defensive tackle, but put on a show there.
Once again, good job by McGuire. Doing the right thing. When the up back get the ball, they usually tell you to get down, but McGuire seen that opportunity, took advantage of it. Great field position for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Yeah, field position has not been a problem once they get outside the first quarter. The Jacks have benefited from great starting field position.
The difference is you got to score on those opportunities, though.
Navy back in at running back, 4 receiver set. The Jacks are trying to answer. Momentum switches all throughout this ball game tonight. He'll take a shot deep, looking for Johnson on the outside. Over the shoulder, he brings it in at the 12.
Outstanding catch by Johnson.
First and goal, Jacks inside the core physical therapy red zone.
Could be no better than this. One-on-one on the outside, and just like you said, Boo, got the ball on the right shoulder, and that's the outside shoulder. Johnson with the concentration, get the reception, and make sure he get it. First down, Patterson Lumberjacks.
Folks at home got to realize that is a very difficult throw and catch right there. The Jacks run it to perfection. Starts off with the offensive line, giving Keller enough time to throw the football and take advantage of Johnson. Elite speed, great size, and excellent hands. Keller keeps it himself, has run room, across the 5. Dives forward, they'll give it to him. Touchdown. I thought his knee came down early. The far official says, no, sir, we'll give him the score. The Jacks will take it.
Tell you what a redemption scoring opportunity for the Patterson Lumberjacks. Credit all to McGuire taking that initiative.
Cortez in for the PAT to cut this to a 7-point game. High snap, put on a tee. The kick is up, and a flag for a legal procedure. That'll negate that play. You'll have to kick it again. Talk about special teams every week. This is an important PAT.
It's very much important, and once again, got to get the kickoff in both sides of the ball, both for Franklin and Patterson, having the same situation when special teams.
Gave Cortez a little practice swing right there. again, another flag. Offsides this time. So again, they'll have to line up once again. Third try trying to get this PAT off.
Got to be the charm. Tell you what, way the Patterson Lumberjacks able to come back from that previous situation with the touchdown by the Franklin Hornets. Come back with that opportunity, set up a good kickoff return. 2 plays, and thus far they touchdown Patterson Lumberjacks.
See if third time's a charm. This time low line drive and right through the middle. A 2-play, 40-yard drive. Johnson does the dirty work. Keller runs it in for the touchdown, and it's 28-21 Franklin.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industries, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
Say that, man.
And welcome back to Franklin, homecoming night. And we got quite a ball game. Franklin 28, Patterson 21. Clarence, we thought we would see a shootout. We're getting scores offensively, defensively, in the air, on the ground, all the way around.
All the way around, and you know we anticipated this for both of these teams. We know they actually could score a lot of good skill players.
Nobody there to return it. It'll go inside the 5. Hornets need to put a hand on it. It's a live football at the 5. Here comes Lightfoot. Did a good job to get it to the 20. I don't know if they were short a player. Or what, but nobody was there to return it.
Wasn't anticipating a long kick. Nobody adjusted to it, and it's like you said, it was a live ball as well. So, once again, field position. Credit to the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Lucky to get it back to the 20.
Yeah. Once again, that Patterson defense has been holding its own now here in the third quarter. Like you said, Boo, still a lot of time in this game as well.
We'll see what the Hornets do. They're balanced right now. 2 scores with the offense, 2 scores with the defense.
Another
ball
fumble
on the ground again.
Jack's ball.
2 turnovers here in the second half. The Jacks are on it. And they're inside the core physical therapy red zone.
Once again, just the handoff. Trying to hand it off to to Lightfoot. Ball just dropped on the ground. Patterson Lumberjacks able to capitalize as number 36, Jeremiah Wiltz.
Can't get the momentum going with the Hornets offense. Now they have to do it with the defense. In a 1-possession game, this will get the Jacks back to even.
Tell you what, Hornets doing to himself with penalties and now with the turnovers itself. See if the Patterson could capitalize once again.
Jones back in at the running back position. They like to go to Johnson, tall receiver on the outside. He's at the near side of your screen. Slant, caught. Did a good job of letting him clear.
It's Hillebrandt.
The junior from Patterson, Hillebrandt, ran that route hard. Keller let him clear the cornerback, found a little hole, and now it's first down and goal.
Linebackers didn't drop in that situation. Previously in the first half, they were dropping in those slots. Good job by the Patterson Lumberjacks.
Hornets will call a timeout. They're kind of confused Jacks got them rattled. A game on momentum, and right now the momentum is with the Patterson
It's all
Lumberjacks.
with the Patterson Lumberjacks, and one thing it is, when you get an offensive coordinator able to do that, see what's happening. So,
as always, and it's starting to ball down. Is it going to be a defensive player, an offensive player? But it's the core physical therapy and sports performance player of the game.
Tell you what, we seen last week, Mr. Keller able to come with 5 touchdowns. Keller's doing his thing now. We got Johnson doing his thing. So see how the Patterson Lumberjacks or the Franklin Hornets going to balance this thing out.
Yeah, Freeman came alive in the first half defensively, pretty much controlling the game. Look for him to come back here in the second half, do much of the same. But
tell you what, Franklin Hornets been their own worst enemies in this game.
yeah, penalties and turnovers. Patterson has had their trouble with the turnover bug here today. Even worse because their turnovers turned into points.
No doubt about it. This come with that homecoming-itis as well. You know, during the week, you guys got doing all kind of stuff, and see if they can make some adjustments here. Coach Johnson, that is, for Franklin.
Here we go, first down and goal. Patterson. Keller barks out the signals. He'll spread them out. 3 receivers set. The lone running back is Jones. He'll fake it to him. Keller keeps it to himself. He's close. They'll say he's down, just shy of the end zone. Look for the Jacks to come with their version of the tush push here.
It's been successful as well for the Jacks in the game as well. This replay with Keller taking it, looked like he thought he was going to get right at the line of scrimmage to get it in, but right at the 1 yard line.
They'll give it to Jones, and now he's stuck for a loss. You know, it's the nemesis of us old school guys. You got the ball inside the 1, you're sitting a shotgun, you're standing at the 5, you're handing it off at the 4. You know, you're backing up before you can go forward.
You're right. It doesn't make any sense for you and I, but the new age offensive coordinators, that's what they like to do.
Now they'll get under center from the 3. This is what I thought they would do last play. Third down to Jones. Jones right up the middle. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Guaranteed right there. Good job by the Patterson Lumberjacks to get right back in this game.
Saw the resiliency last week of Patterson. Every time they got punched, they punched back. They're punching back here tonight, and they're PAT away from tying it up.
In a big way as well.
Important PAT here. Good snap and hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. A 4-play, 18-yard drive after the turnover. And with 2:42 to go here in the third, we're all tied up at 28.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industry, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to Franklin. We're at Hornet Stadium. 28-28 our score, and a remarkable second-half comeback for the Jacks to get themselves right back in it.
Tell you what, made their adjustments at halftime, but once again these turnovers for Franklin is just making a big difference in this game thus far.
Cortez in between 2 returners. They let it go all the way to the 5-yard line. Looks like nobody wanted it. Mike Jones manages to get it back to the 20.
That's 2 back-to-back kickoffs, the same situation.
Yeah, you look back to that. You look back to the last fumble. Looked like nobody wanted to go get the football. So it looks like the Hornets need a little more sense of urgency.
I think look like they're continually looking at seeing if they're going to do an onside kick or some type of sky kick, but somebody got to make the adjustments right there. So
Not much from the offense. They hadn't really been on the field. They had a defensive score and 2 fumbles. Hard to get yourself started. First down and 10. They'll go to the air. And well defended by Navy and incomplete.
Tell you what, Patterson is playing in a very unique situation. Number 15 for the Patterson Lumberjack, David Thompson. I'll tell you what, he about at least 160 yards, 160 pounds, Boo, and playing D-line. So
yeah, but we talked about it. You know, they're getting outsized, but they're not getting out-quicked.
That's the difference right there, and I think that's why they actually have him in the game thus far.
There you see him right there. He wears number 15. David Thompson. He's a senior. He's doing a great job for this Patterson defense. Hand off to Lightfoot. Lightfoot hit high, rips his helmet off. They'll stop him shy of first down yardage.
Tell you what, Cobra came from that free safety position so hard.
There's a flag on the play at the line of scrimmage. They do call that a face mask.
Yeah.
I think a face mask constitutes, it doesn't matter if it's your face mask or the back of the helmet. If you got the headgear, you're going to get that call.
You see Lightfoot just taking it up, turning it upfield. Joseph blocking. You're going to see Colbert come from that free safety spot and be tagged for that particular penalty. Number 13.
Let's go down on the field to Aaron for an injury update. Aaron?
All right, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Zakai Brown has been down on the sideline trying to work on his hip. He has a hip that he says has been locking up on him since week 3, and he will not re-enter the game tonight. He's done for the night.
He's made some big plays in the first half. Hornets would love to have him back. Joseph on the outside.
Good job by the Jacks defense.
Yeah, I think the Jacks don't mind Joseph trying to run a sweep. They hate when he's running right at you.
Go east and west, but north and south, no. But right there, good job by the Patterson Lumberjacks getting fired up right there.
I think the Jacks got the turnovers, made a few big plays, and this defense confidence has just risen here in the second half.
You can see the difference right there, Boo. Get them playing behind the sticks, as is for the Franklin Hornets.
Second down and 9. Now you got the two-headed monster back there. Lightfoot along with Joseph. Perry barking out the signals. 3 receivers set as we near the end of the third quarter. And both of them motion at the same time, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So you'd like to try to stay under 100 yards of penalties on a bad day, and right now 12 yards, 109 yards on 12 penalties already through 3 quarters for the Hornets.
I tell you what, and once again, the Patterson Lumberjacks have taken advantage of each opportunity, and here the Franklin Hornets keep shooting themselves in the foot once again.
And again, got early movement from the Franklin Hornets, so it used to be 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Now it's like 5 or 6 steps back.
Nothing beneficial for the Franklin Hornets right now. But just speaking about the Patterson Lumberjacks, you cannot tell this. Here's the replay. Once again, the man in motion once again, and then you're going to see the slot receiver just jump. That's number 9 for the Franklin Hornets. It's Mr. Perry.
Second down and 19. Man open in the flats.
Good job by the
That didn't
Jacks.
last long. Jeremiah Perry on the reception. He gets a hard hit and brought down immediately, and that brings up third down.
So you're going to see Williams once again from that outside linebacker spot. He's just going to come in close real quick from that linebacker spot. Good touch, good tackle right there.
Patterson comes to the field to tend to an injured player. And that gives us an opportunity to talk about this long third down. Nothing offensively to speak of here in the second half for the Hornets.
Nothing whatsoever. And once again, each time they got in the ball, Boo, just walking backwards with penalties. 10-yard penalties, 5-yard penalties, 15-yard penalties.
And what benefits this Patterson defense is they're putting themselves with penalties of third down and long. So these defensive backs can lay back and just come in and attack the football.
And that's what you want for your Patterson Lumberjacks. You match up with your athletes. Good coverage down the field. Linebackers are getting actually some good push as well.
Next week, a big game between a long-time rivalry, Central Catholic Eagles and the Hanson Tigers. Hanson, a big win last week over Berwick. Central Catholic going down tonight against Central Lafourche, but they played one well of a schedule, a lot of 5A opponents, and they're going to welcome Hanson in as they're hungry for a victory.
No doubt, and I tell you what, both of these teams are going to anticipate first district game for these both of these teams, see how they're going to match up.
You know, one of the things is the long-lasting streak. When I was in high school, we couldn't buy a win against Hanson. That was
really?
McCloskey in there. They went on long 20, 30-year streaks. And now Central Catholic's on one of the longer streaks. So they talk about a rivalry. I think they're more of acquaintances right now.
Exactly, Boo. Tell you what, looking forward to see those Eagles, I guess for the first time for us this year.
Yeah, 28 kids on the team roster. Numbers are down, but they still got talent, and their strength is the offensive line.
Yeah.
Three of 8 on third down here tonight. A big third down here, but a third down and long. They'll bunch 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. He's in single coverage. They'll throw the light foot. They'll close on him quickly and bring him down for no gain.
Jacks all over the place.
Yeah, instead of going to the single coverage, they decided to throw into where all the defenders are.
In the boundary, not a good situation here. One-on-one on the outside over there. You thought he was going to throw to the outside, but didn't go that far. Fourth down situation for the Franklin Hornets.
So their punting game has been the quick kick, just put the quarterback, but he's not that far back. If Patterson can put any kind of pressure on him, because he takes a little bit to get it off, maybe they can get a blocked punt here.
Yeah, and he's very close.
That'll run the clock to 0 here in the third quarter. We're where we started, all tied up. It's 28 all, folks. We'll be back. This is the A.J. Doman Automotive Family High School Game of the Week.
You're watching KWBJ's Friday Night Under the Lights. Friday Night Under the Lights is sponsored by A.J. Doman Automotive Family, Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Labco Manufacturing, Conrad Industries, Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, MC Bank, Danny's Fried Chicken, Patterson State Bank, Oceaneering, and Allen's Communications.
And welcome back to Franklin. All of you watching us around the state and some even out of state, enjoying high school football here on KWBJ Live. Like and subscribe. We always love to have you each and every week. As you can tune in our Facebook page, see where we're traveling. Yeah, the first down markers need to be adjusted.
Like they may set it back up.
Yeah, they're giving them a 10-yard break right here.
Right. Make the adjustment.
Yeah, they're making an adjustment now.
Big difference right there.
Just what the doctor ordered, a game that's going to go down to the wire.
I'll tell you what, Boo. Difference with Patterson Lumberjacks, you would never know this team is 0-4, just how they've been playing the last 2 weeks for sure.
Fourth down. Quick kick, and again, successful. It'll bounce at the 30. That's where they'll stop it. A 35-yard punt, better yet, no return. And that's where the Lumberjacks will come out to set up shop. We knew watching Patterson last week against HL Bourgeois, they were close. They went toe-to-toe with a very good Bourgeois ball club, and a goal line stand, the difference in that one.
Right, that was the difference what it is. And then you see just momentum with this Patterson defense. The offense as well, Johnson, Keller hooking up on their particular way. So see what the Patterson Lumberjacks going to come out here start of the fourth quarter, Boo.
You reflect on this game, 22-7 our score right before half.
Yes.
Hornets with the ball going in to score. They end up with an interception. They get no points.
Right.
They do get it coming out of the half, and then they fumble the first play.
That's the thing about it is, and then you see Mo switch for the Patterson Lumberjacks.
On the ground goes Jones. Not much room to squeeze through, and they'll bring him down for no gain.
Once again, just keeping them honest right now. Keeping that defensive line for the Franklin Hornets, keeping them honest. Said Patterson, you know they want us to continue to throw the ball downfield.
He wanted to slant, nothing there. Now has one slipping out the backfield. That's Christopher. There is a flag on this side of the field. Actually, two flags. Ineligible receiver downfield will negate this. The play was supposed to be a quick slant. He wasn't there, so when Keller pulled it back, it kind of got everybody off timing.
There it is. Keller looking for him rather quickly, trying to get it downfield to the slant route, but it was covered. When you see number 3, that was Jaden Christopher able to sneak out from the outside wing, but all for naught.
Give credit to this officiating crew. I see a lot of crews that don't call
Yeah,
that.
they calling it.
They miss it. They've been on point here tonight. So the big play for Christopher's negated. That'll back them up 5, reset the sticks. It'll be a second down and 15.
Got to get rid of it.
Keller scrambling, find Lindsey Howard. Lindsey makes the first move, and down the sideline he goes. He's hit late out of bounds. A hat flies. They'll get the flag, but there's also a flag where the ball was caught. So there's multiple flags on the play.
See how they sought this out.
The same guy that threw the first flag ran out of flags. He threw the hat as the second flag. So I think one is going to be a late hit. The second one, I'm not sure.
Referee's discussing it.
Did Howard push off to get free? What happened?
Yeah, because he popped out by himself going up the sideline.
We just talked about this officiating crew being on point. They'll call an ineligible receiver downfield again. And every time Keller pulls it back down and scrambles, the linemen take off downfield.
Because they're anticipating they howling 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, and these guys are going, and Keller still has the ball. Stepping it off against the Jacks.
Yeah, they backed him up 5 for the 1 penalty. Now they'll go 15 yards forward for the personal foul. And with that, we have a chance to go down on the sideline for another injury update from Aaron Artigo. Aaron?
All right, guys. Skylar McKinley, number 1 for the Lumberjacks. He was the guy we just had injured out in the middle of the field. He's on the sideline. They've taped him up. First they started taping him up with some white tape. Then they covered that up with some red tape and then some black tape on top of that and a little more white tape after that. But he says he's good to go, and he's going back in the game.
Sounds like enough tape to get him going. They gave up 5 on the penalty. They got 15 back, so they benefited by 10 yards. Second down and 5, a hard running Jones off tackle. He'll get a couple, and that'll bring up third down.
Keeping them honest. See if the Jacks can capitalize here. Keller like these quick slant routes to his receivers.